Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of my Hardcore WoW Challenge. Today we're going to be playing our Mage character, Hamical, and let's jump right in. If you're unfamiliar with the challenge, the full rules in the description below, but if this is your first episode, the general idea is to try to get all 8 classes on the Alliance side of Classic Era Realm to level 60 without dying. If a class dies, I have to restart that class from the beginning. And delete them immediately. If you're familiar with hardcore in general, my rule set is slightly different than the community rule set that most people play with. Full rules are in the description below. One of the main rules that is different is I can trade between my own characters. And so that's what I'm doing there. And alright, well, let's just get started. In between episodes, didn't do much on this character, didn't really have the resources available to do much tailoring, and or just didn't really have time in personal life too to really spend too much time between episodes these days, but hopefully that will change soon. But we got some well-fed food, we got some elixirs, we have some decent gear, so that's great. So plan today is to finish all the quests that I've kind of done, and then go to Westfall. Last episode in Loch, we stuck around in Loch, and I think it was a bad idea. I think it was a bad call for kind of smooth leveling purposes. I think going to Westfall at level 14 or 13 or so is the right thing to do. So we're gonna do that. I think staying here because the things on everything on the other side of the lake is best done at like 16, 17, I think. And so we're come back and pretty much bounce between Westfall and Loch when Westfall gets too hard is kind of the idea anyway, right? Yeah, for some reason we didn't finish up this quest in the cave hero on this character. On every other character that's done Loch Modan, this quest was already done for this cycle of episodes, but this one wasn't. So we gotta do that real quick. But hopefully it won't take too long. We also haven't done the Thalsamar Blood Sausages quest either, which I find pretty odd as well. I guess we were a little slow with the mage. With the mage had to do their mage quest. That's why this character is just a little bit behind, not in XP, but just in quest progression. Makes sense. It says there's a copper vein right there. Oh yeah, it's on the other side of the ridge. Okay, that makes sense. But I don't think we're gonna go for that. We're gonna try and scoot into the cave and try and avoid most of the enemies here if we can. Let me actually use my wand here. I think I might be a little more efficient when something's hitting me. Wand. Alright, let's take this time also to conjure up some water and food now to start our day right. And righty. Good. Let's drink and eat. Yeah, so I also have some. Yeah, I can. Yeah, so we'll probably just. Should I kill Hogger on this character? I guess is one thing we have to ask ourselves. And I don't think I will. I don't think I'll bother. I don't believe there's any like really good caster item that you get from it. I don't think. I'll check though on the way. Alright, someone's already been in here, it would appear, so, box that spawns here is not here, so that's our indication of that. Okay, so these guys do, the fire ward they put on themselves does make them immune to fire damage, so when they do that, that's something to have a note. Alright, we gotta be careful in here. This is where mages die. We have some ore in the cave. It's just a copper ore though, so won't go for it unless we are already next to it. Oh, looks like someone. That's a dead kobold right there. So someone is very probably literally in the cave currently. Let's actually put put a Huh. I spawned in the same spot the guy I literally just killed. That's a bit odd. There's boxes in there, okay. Boxes spawned right on us. That's great. I couldn't notice. I just realized this this cave has like the Duskwood theme. Or do all caves have this theme? I don't think so. Music theme. Pretty sure this is Duskwood. That sounds right. Oh, wow, this respawned right away. Yeah, someone else must be in here causing these respawns to be the way they are. Respawns are crazy. Oh my god. Okay. Well, we're gonna tough situation.
I'm still recharging.
Okay. Oh yeah, so there's a that's why there's two people in here that causes the respawns to be a bit messed up. That's for sure. Maybe we can sneak in here while they've cleared out the area and grab a box. Nice. And get the heck out of here. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for that copper. Let's just get out of here before more respawns happen. Okay. If that was tin, I'd go for it, but it's not, so I won't. And go up here. Okay, so let's go ahead and say and kill any spiders we see along the way, because we still need one spider ichor for a quest. And then we will head down to kill some trogs, and we are really far behind. Wow, geez. We might not even get to Westfall today. It might be, you know, just that kind of episode. Oh. Yeah, if that's what it is, that's what it is, you know. Can't do anything about it. The mage quest definitely took up some time, I guess, last episode. And mages just don't really... Like, they... you gotta drink a lot. You don't actually kill things that fast. So, like, you know, there's that, too. I could also just, like, start heading to Westfall. I don't need to... Maybe I'll just do... Maybe I'll leave, like, the cave quest or, like, you know, the second Trog quest. I might leave that for when I come back to Loch. Because it isn't super easy, and especially on a mage, it's kind of close quarters there, and not exactly away somewhere we want to be. And honestly, Westfall is probably pretty good on mages overall, I think. That's kind of makes sense to me. Like, very open spaces, you know, you don't have the issues that warlocks have with the constructs not being tauntable. Wait, this thing has a cloth stamina. Let's just take the chain shirt and sell it. I don't think I want stamina over intellect, even 4 stamina. Probably should have taken the stamina. 4 stamina is probably better than 1 intellect on a mage. It's close, but I don't know. As a mage, like, if you're getting hit, things like mana is king. You know, like if you don't have mana, you're pretty much dead no matter how much health you have, right? Like 40 health isn't gonna move the needle, whereas 10 mana literally might. Right? That's kind of the idea. Yeah, mana is just too important to kind of. Pretty much, it's like for mage, it goes like the stat priority is intellect, then stamina. Like, it's really actually then stamina, but it's so far between those two, in my opinion, for hardcore. But it is stamina next, and then I guess spirit, and then agility, and then strength. Spirit's fine for mage, but you really don't make use of it. You don't regen mana in combat very often. It just doesn't happen as on mage. It just doesn't happen because you don't have built-in downtimes like a lot of the other casters, like priests and warlock. They have built-in downtime for, they have make good use of wands, or they just have daunts, and then yeah, like they just are better suited to using their wand. Priests because they have a talent for better wands, and then warlock because just the function of their spells, like dotting things up and then using the damage over time as a window to regen mana while still doing damage. Whereas mage, if they want to do damage, they need to be constantly casting spells. So it's just a bit different that way, right? Okay. All right, made a little money. All right, so yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think what we'll do is we'll just do this first one, these first two quests, and forego the next two. I think that makes sense to me personally. And then we will head back to Ironforge, head towards Stormwind, do a couple quests on the way there in the Deep Run Tram, and also in the Dwarven Quarter. We'll also probably level up. Actually, we probably should level up here to level 14 to coincide going through those major cities with leveling up at the trainer. Yeah, that makes sense to me actually. So we'll probably do that actually. However much we need to quest here to level up to 14 makes sense to me. For the rest of the XP bonus in these two quests, it might just be these two quests, or it might be a bit more. We'll have to see. And mages are actually pretty adept at taking down groups of enemies, with or at least, you know, groups of 2 or 3, right? Like, I mean, and of course they're actually adept at taking down infinite amount of enemies if you play your cards right, but it's pretty sketchy to do so. If anything goes wrong, you're just dead. But pretty much like a group of 2, which would be a sketchy pull for a mage if they didn't have polymorph, but we have polymorph, so therefore it's not sketchy. You can polymorph, and you can keep someone polymorphed and bandage. And speaking of that, actually, I really should get first aid on this character, like immediately. Like, polymorph into bandage is a big strategy for taking down fights. Very good strategy. So the fact that I don't have first aid on this character is a bit negligent, to be honest with you. Starting this fight at a little lower mana total than I probably should, but that's okay. And now we will drink. Something I also can do is, like, right now our water is as good as the water that we can make or buy, but sometimes the water that you can create is actually worse than the water you can buy, and mana, you have such large mana pools as mage that it sometimes is actually kind of worth spending the extra money and just going on and getting that better water, because the difference in downtime is pretty huge. But we don't really care about downtime, do we? Kind of the drum I've been beating, but it's hard for me to really accept that fact that we're not really caring about downtime, because I just am so ingrained as to just to do things quickly, because time is money, friend, right? Like as goblins say. But it is true, you know, both in WoW and, you know, well, time spent in WoW is time not spent doing something in real life, and so and time spent doing WoW is time spent not doing another thing in WoW, right? And so if you're taking too long to do something that shouldn't take you so long, you're wasting your time in every way, right? You know, not just waste your time because you're playing WoW, which is you know, also something to, you know, be you know, of note. everything's wasting time in this life if you think about it. Not to be too philosophical about it, but it's not like we... What I really should do the math on like mana efficiency and like time efficiency and stuff like that for these fireball versus frostbolt, because we only got one improved frostbolt, so like we actually don't have anything that's really pushing us in frostbolt other than maybe just an inherent math. It definitely costs less mana. It costs 10 less mana to cast frostbolt. While we're drinking here, we can have a look at it. Let's actually have a look. All right, it costs 35 mana for, we'll say 35 damage, so 1 damage per mana. And it slows them, and it only costs, takes 1.7 seconds. This costs 2 seconds, 45 mana, and around 45. So the damage per mana is the same. It takes longer to time, plus the additional 3 damage over 6 seconds. So they're pretty similar. So I guess I should just go with Frostbolt, really, honestly. It's faster, and it slows people. So really I should just be Frostbolting, actually, at this point right now. Sometimes there might be some ranks of stuff, but I think pretty much Frostbolting is the right call. Is that a rogue? Did I see a rogue sound or hear a rogue sound? That was weird. But that was. I guess mixing in a firebolt or a fireball here and there for the extra, like, it's slightly better damage efficiency, I think. So mixing in 1 or 2 is and when they're down at this low where it looks like a frostbolt will kind of overkill a little bit, just wanding them down is probably good. Start regenerating our mana just a little sooner. Probably the right way to do it. Yeah, opening with or getting maybe our second spell as a fireball and then everything else frostbolt. That kind of thing is probably a way to do it. So yeah, the DPS is like way better than our wand. Whereas like on our priest, for instance, like smite is like worse DPS than our wand in every way, and so, or it's exactly the same, I think, actually, and so it's just better to wand. Whereas here it's our wand is significantly worse than our spells. These guys are spawning quickly, but you know, it's actually quite nice. We haven't had to leave this camp and go over to other camps at all yet, so that's been actually quite nice. Really slacking on the stone tooths though. 2 out of 8 after 11 kills. That's pretty horrendous rate of those. And just a comparison, Fire Blast is 40 mana for around 30 damage, so it's not mana efficient. Obviously it's time efficient, so it's all good, and you can cast it while running. So you know, it's not a bad spell at all. But if you're just killing stuff and you don't have a need to Fire Blast, there's no point to really. It doesn't actually do anything for you. Like sometimes it's nice to finish off something with a Fire Blast like that, but it really honestly, like, you could have just spent an extra second just casting a Frostbolt or whatever and save that mana. But when things are on you, sometimes Fire Blast is just good. Feels better to use it. I can't believe how few stone tooths that we've got. It's crazy. One. Go max range fireball, and I think that means he has to run towards us. We get 2 fireballs off while he's running a little bit towards us, and then we frostbolt from then on. Yeah, it's good cadence for these guys, for the scouts. Whereas I think the Trog is best to open with the frostbolts. They're slowed right away. And then here, yeah, you want a wand. Go. Go that low. Yeah, I'm really happy with this respawn rate. Let's actually go ahead and eat our well-fed food and drink our water, and we're good. All right. Yeah, the reason I'm talking a little bit more in this episode about the content is because I kind of have to do that to make Mage interesting for me, kind of min-max it a little bit, because or else Mage just, personally, just I don't find it that interesting, I don't find it that intriguing, whereas like Hunter or Warlock or Warrior, like like it's just it's inherently interesting gameplay, right? Whereas Mage is like, yep, I slung fireballs and frostbolts at them, and eventually it's gonna be only one of them, right? Right now, actually, it's kind of like, they're kind of comparable. So like, which one should I choose? How should I mix them up? But eventually, as we get deeper into Frostbolt, it's gonna be Frostbolt only, Frostbolt all the time. Which, you know, what it is. Can't do anything about it. I could diversify my talent choices, I suppose, but I really don't want to do that. I really just want this character to not die. This is actually one of the characters I want to die, want to not die more than most other characters, because being the tailor, new characters getting them bags right away will be really nice. You know, if I have a high level tailor that is not dying, and that will be awesome. Just so inevitably when characters do die, I'll be able to quickly fit them with bags right away. You know, bigger bags too than they would, not linen bags, right? God, these guys are spawning so fast, but we need scouts. I think actually we need everybody, because we need Tooth. Scouts would be best. Open with a double fireball. And then we'll hit him with a frostbolts. Right. We might as well mine this copper. Let's let our mana regen a little bit as we do so. Hey. Sorry if I'm a little lower energy than normal. I'm filming this, as you can see, very late at night. Getting it in right under the wire. Yeah, that's not 12:40 in the afternoon. That is past midnight. But you know, gotta do what you gotta do. I was a bit busy today with other things and just kind of let this go a little late, but I still wanted to get the episode in. But you know, we're more rested then, you know, more rested XP. That's why I'm doing it. Drink up a bit here. But I kind of didn't really think about how you can actually see what time I'm filming these, you know. I typically, I mean, especially the last like 15, 20 or so episodes, I have filmed all of them pretty much right the day after, one at a time, the day before, or yeah, the day before, not day after. So like I'm always waiting to the last possible day, and not because I'm lazy or anything. It's just because that's the best way to have the most rested XP, right? Wait until the last possible second. In the coming weeks, I will definitely be deviating from that, and having to film some episodes a little bit ahead of time, in batches. But that's okay, you know. As that's gonna happen sometimes, and there also might be some missed days in the coming weeks and months, as my life gets just a little busier in the next little while here. But we'll try and keep on the challenge, because I know some of you are actually legitimately watching most, if not all, the episodes, which I think is really awesome. And I really didn't expect it. I know a lot of people, or not a lot of people, I know of a couple people who have told me that they're using it for, you know, background noise, or just kind of have it on and kind of following, or just following the recaps, which is also great. That's kind of what I expect is people to really just use the recaps mainly. If anyone who watches every single episode, I mean, I love it. I'm so happy that anyone would do that. But also I'm a little like, you know, really? You think this is that interesting? I mean, I also, you know, that's the funny thing is I was like, man, who would watch like all these episodes? And it's like, you know what? Actually, I think I kind of would, you know, honestly, like this is the kind of thing that I definitely would be liable to do for sure. So I guess I can't, you know, I said it and then I was like, oh, actually, you know what? That makes sense. Actually, I would watch this. Not to toot my horn. I mean, I would watch something like this. I didn't think anyone would watch me do this, but people are. A couple people are, and it's growing every day, and it's really cool. God, these respawns. Let's see if we can. Need 2 more teeth. This has been a super low drop rate, but it means we are gonna, I think we are gonna definitely hit 14 right away here from handing these quests in, I would imagine. So, you know, it's kind of doing kind of what we want. So. In a way, it's actually helpful. Kind of nicely finish off Loch for us right now. I think 14 is a great time to head to Westfall. That seems like really good. These stone teeth have been just brutal. Come on. I can't believe it. Crazy. Like, we must have killed well over 20, I think, now. Maybe I'll actually, you know, I'll try a little in here. Maybe I'll do a little counter, a real-time counter. How many trogs you have to kill for these 8 teeth? The trog dental system really needs some work. Goodness me, none of them have teeth. Oh, that's just stone teeth. So maybe it's like, actually it's really good and they don't need to change, they don't need to replace their teeth, the real teeth, with stone teeth very often. Yeah, maybe, you know, that's my prejudice there coming in, you know. I just didn't think trogs would have good dental care, but, you know, maybe that's, maybe they do. You know, maybe that's, you know, I should check myself. Yeah, maybe like little things like that might be fun to add to the episodes. You know, just I've never done anything like that, like a running counter, but I'm sure it can't be that hard. And little things like that could be fun to do. This damage range wise, it makes sense that because this takes 6 seconds to do the extra 3 fire damage, and so 2 casts of this and 1 cast of fireball is pretty much 6 seconds. So. Hey, we did it. Did it. Woo. Alright, and then, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to perfectly level up. And then, honestly, it might be the most time efficient time to Hearth, honestly. Hearth back, and then head to Ironforge, you know? Hearthing from here to there might be the best time to use it. Because we're gonna go to Ironforge, we're gonna go to Stormwind, and we're gonna go Westfall, and we're probably gonna go where it's, you know, the time. Looking at the time right now, probably gonna head straight to Sentinel Hill, and just like quest right around Sentinel Hill, and until we hit like 15. Because I think, yeah, we, you know, 27 minutes into the episode, if I cut out most of the traveling around in Stormwind and Ironforge, I could see us getting to 15. But I won't push it for this episode because it's pretty late at night. I need to process this video and get it up for tomorrow. So still the night is young for me. Not that this is unusual for me, so don't worry about it. In fact, I'm sure I've done this before, and you know, you just might not have noticed. Sometimes I do this during, like, in the morning and the afternoon, but sometimes, especially the last few days, it's been being a little later in the day. I do like, because I do live with people, so I do like to, and they've assured me that they can't hear me. You know, I don't bother them, my talking. Anyway, yeah, we leveled up perfectly. Wow. So the game was looking out for us with that low drop. It was like, hey, I'm just trying to make it so it perfectly levels you up handling these quests. Really nice. In fact, I think that was actually, I think 140 XP rested XP wise, I think that was less than a trog kill. So I think we exactly nailed it. Wow. Oh, there you go. But yeah, I live with people, so I try not to do this too often because I think I need to talk a little quieter, and it might not be as good of a viewing experience. But anyway, I'm gonna cut the video here until when we are at the Mage Trainer. I'll catch you guys in just a couple seconds for you. I just picked up first aid there because I thought I'm gonna want that eventually. So, but before we do any, I probably should have actually done that after. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head over to the Mage Trainer now and see what talent skills we get at 14. See you guys in a second. Okay, we're here at the Mage Trainer, and let's check it out. Okay, oh, well, actually, we didn't come here for rank level 12 stuff. Maybe I just decided that I didn't need Conjure Food rank 2. That's actually probably more likely to me. Okay, so 9 silver Arcane Intellect rank 2, which is 5 intellect increase. Definitely worth it, but let's just have a look at the other stuff. Arcane Explosion, 32 to 36 instantly to all targets within 10 yards for 75 mana. It has its uses, but it is incredibly mana intensive, and we don't really want to be in situations where this is even right to use. You want to be fighting 3 things for this to be mana efficient, and if you're fighting 3 things, you really should be polymorphing 1 and burning down another to stop taking so much damage. So I don't think 9 silver on that is really a good idea right now, but let's have a look at the other stuff. Fireball rank 2. Oh, did we skip this on purpose? I'm not sure if I agree with that. See, this would have made... Oh, it's yeah, this... Good opener, I guess. Fire Blast. This makes it actually a little closer to 1-to-1 on the mana to damage. It's not bad. Frostbolt rank 3. Actually over 1-to-1. And the DPS is pretty good. Can't get everything here, so yeah, I think what I'll do is eventually we're not gonna want fireballs anymore. I'm gonna get Frostbolt. That's what we're kind of specking into. I think I am gonna go back and get this Frost Armor rank 2. Extra little bit of armor for 4 silver is actually probably not bad. I think I might just get this Fire Blast rank 2. And I think I'm gonna start foregoing Fireball. I think Fireball's gonna hit the back burner now, because we're also gonna put another point to improve Frostbolt to make our Frostbolt rank 3 better. We're still gonna have Fireball on the toolbar or the action bar, but probably won't use it that often anymore. And I didn't get Conjure Food rank 2, but maybe I should at this point. We're kind of actually 61 health per over 18 seconds is pretty low. And it's only 6 silver. We have the money to spare, so actually no, we need to get Arcane Intellect actually. Fair. I don't have a little money in the bank for other stuff, so there we go. That's what we got. All right, now I will. I was gonna maybe do some tailoring, but I have no money, and tailoring right now requires like thread and stuff, which is actually relatively expensive. So I won't do any tailoring. I'll just go straight to Westfall. So I'll catch you guys. I'm just gonna catch you guys in Stormwind, or maybe on the tram. All right, we're back. We're now in Forest here. First time this character's been dealt in Forest and Stormwind, so I had to pick up the flight path. I did a few quests in the Deep Run Tram for some silver and some XP, and then handed in Stormpike's request and picked up Stormpike's delivery. So if and when I go back to Loch Modan, I will have to hand in this quest. I also could abandon it because it is taking up space in my inventory. But we might as well go buy Hogger, see if the quest to do it is worth our time. But probably won't unless I've forgotten what the reward for it is, and it's actually better than I have it in my head as. Something also I've been meaning to mention that I've been concerned about is our reputation, actually, because we're buying so many things from vendors and costs rack up and things, that I'm conscious of the fact that if you get to honored reputation with a faction, you get a 10% discount, which adds up a lot over the course of a character's life, right? And so it's something that I've been thinking about, oh man, actually maybe I should just like not go to, but it just doesn't make sense. And theoretically it's a bit less efficient money-wise to do the quests in the way I'm doing them, but I think it's the right choice survivability-wise. Yeah. I also picked up Find Bingles, so when we go back to Lucky, we also have that quest as well. It's great. So let's have a look here. Yeah, agility, stamina. No, don't need that. I'm not even gonna bother. I have to run all the way back to Gold Shard then. We'll pick up this though. Report to grind stout mantle. Definitely do that because we're about to go there. All right, so I think we have about 25 minutes or so left in the episode, based on my calculations on how much I cut out there in between. Leaving Loch and arriving here. So we could probably make some decent progress. I don't think we can get to 15, but maybe we can. Maybe we can push for that. That would be nice. I would like that. If we could. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, let's pick quests. And we're gonna follow a pretty similar route. Not raining today, which is nice. Gotta keep an eye out for sacks of oats. Sacks of oats along the fences and stuff. Let's talk to the traveling salesman here. Sell a couple things. Good way to find items that are hard to see sometimes is mouse over. Just mouse over everywhere. Like they could be. And you'll know when you've landed on one. Person probably is looking for some too. Herb. Don't see any. That's okay. Sometimes they can be hard to find. Ooh, someone died. Very sad. These watchers are dangerous for sure, so someone dying is not shocking. As a mage, I think we should be just fine. The polymorph doesn't work on these things though, so that's another thing to note.
Can I help you? See you around. Hello. Be careful. Have a good one.
Okay. I think what I'll do is I will go straight to Sentinel Hill. And pick up the quest there, and maybe just focus on maybe we can snipe. I was thinking maybe we can snipe some XP and stuff, but no dice. All right, let's kill some beasts and stuff on the way. Boars are all just my bane of my existence though, because they just charge and stuff. See how this goes. It didn't charge, which is nice. Our wand is even less DPS compared to our spells now, so it's really just honestly straight up not worth using it unless we really need to. Oh, did I put my next rank of frostbolt on? No, I didn't. I'm a fool. I was like, this doesn't feel that much better. Because it wasn't any better. It was exactly the same. There we go. Rank 3 now. Yeah, this feels. Ah, 55. There we go. That's more like it. That's more like it. Ooh. Ouch. Got a liver already. Cooking. Cooking with gas. Okay, yeah, I don't see us getting to level 15 unfortunately today. Well, maybe I should just push for it. I don't know. It's already a late night. Let's just make it. Let's just do it, maybe. I think I said those exact words the other day. Filming another episode. Feeling I did.
Light bless you. What can I do for you? Or the Alliance? Need help? Be careful.
What can I do for you? Be careful.
And might as well go set our hearth here, even though our hearth's not going to be on cooldown. Might as well set it before we forget. And the next episode, halfway through, wanting to hearth, and it's still in Loch. So, quest pick up here anyway. So let's just go get that. I did remember to pick up the flight path in Stormwind, which is very important. Well, these are pretty crap gear upgrades for the mage, but that's fine. And now our Hearthstone set.
Be careful.
And alright, we're good. So now let's just kind of putter around nearby-ish to Sentinel Hill, or maybe kind of go up and around and back down kind of deal. That might take longer than I want to spend on this adventure though, so maybe not. I don't think I want to kill level 14 Gore Tusk. I think that's a bit above my pay grade. A Flesh Ripper? Yeah, I can do that. Gore Tusk? I don't think so. Just like probably one hit crit me or something like that. Something ridiculous like that. Alright, let's kill these guys for a bit. Also, killing these guys gives us lots of linen to work with for in between episodes, which is nice. So we're off the first talent tier as well, which is fun. And I was thinking about when I was running around Stormwind and stuff. I was thinking about where I might want to go next here. I know where I want to go, but I don't know what I want to do first. Thinking maybe my choices are essentially permafrost or frostbite. I think that's what I want to do. Either one of those two. I don't know which one's better. I'll go over them in a little bit. Here, as I'm cutting this guy. Okay, so frostbite. Okay, so our chill effects, which is every time we frostbolt, we have a chill. Frost Nova is not a chill effect, I don't think, and Frost Armor is a chill effect. So Frostbolt, or when we hit people with Frostbolt, or when they hit us and we have Frost Armor on, has a 5%, and then if we put all 3 points into this, 15% chance to freeze the target for 5 seconds. Kind of like Frost Nova. And that's pretty good. It kind of just makes it so, like, you know, things aren't gonna hit you very much. Or Permafrost. Increase the duration of chill effects. That doesn't really matter because they're always chilled because we just spam frostbolts at them. But the other nice thing is reducing the speed by an additional 4%, stacking up to 12%, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's pretty relevant. It's kind of crazy how slow they move. When it's like 12% instead of 40%, it's 52%. It's like, or actually, I can't remember. Is it additive or multiplicative? Is it 12% of 40? All I know is that I'm pretty sure it's pretty substantial. It's pretty noticeable because I'm pretty sure that is the talent that you use to make things really slow when you're AoE farming. And so I'm not concerned about that being a bad talent. I'm pretty sure that's the right talent to go for. But I don't know which one to do first. But I don't think we need to decide that today. So I can think on it for next episode. If I had to choose right now, I think I would go with the Permafrost. I think it's a more consistent ability that it's going to do us better in the long run. But I do want both, I think. A little unmanned to be doing this, but that's okay. Also, something I noticed when I during the cut in the video when I was in Ironforge is I noticed I didn't have my escape artist racial ability on my hotbar, which was a big oversight. And when you need that, you need that. So not having that available, pretty silly. Pretty silly. But luckily we didn't pay the cost doing that. So yeah, as you can see, our drink really does not fill up our mana very fast, which is just unfortunate. But is what it is. Can't do anything about it. Although next level we can start buying melon juice or whatever. Pretty sure if we pull those all through, we'll pull, which I'm not really in for. Not really down to do that, although it might be fine. It's just not, there's no point really in testing that out. just run over here and kill more things that we need to kill. Gore tusks are so scary. Just run at you so fast. Scary. Ooh, what was that? Beast Mace of Strength. Pretty sure that's disenchanting. That's for the disenchanter. Started this fight at a little lower mana than probably would be ideal. Just fine.
It's still recharging.
Okay, well, I should eat my well-fed food, of course. Of course. Running low on this elixir, health, and regenerating health, but honestly, I had those on, and I might as well drink them. Better to have them than not have them, and they're in my inventory anyway. Taking up space. You don't want to die with stuff in your inventory that might have helped you. You know, that's not where you want to be on hardcore. Yeah, I think we can actually push to level, because I think we still have at least 15 minutes left in the episode, I think, if my calculations are right. And so I think we can actually push level 15 for sure, which is awesome. You guys are giving us some good XP. And these, these extra ranks and spells are helping us kill things a little faster, which is really nice. I've been forgetting to look for bags of oats, but I don't see any here, and I don't think there actually can spawn any over there. At least none that would have been accessible to me, like in that group of 3. So I don't think we actually missed any, which is nice. All right. Ooh, we have a mage. We just ran up to that Gore-Tusk and Frost Nova'd it to start the fight, which was, you know, not the way I would personally start that fight. But, you know, what do I know? It makes sense actually, because these smugglers and trappers are around the farm up here that we need to go into anyway to get that pocket watch. I think it makes sense to me to go do that while we're on this quest to kill the trappers and smugglers. Okay. We'll run north, killing Gore-Tusks and things that we need to kill as we go. It actually does, you know, less than 20% of our health, that kind of big hit that the Gore-Tusk is doing on us, which is less than I would have expected it to do to us, which is nice. All right, let's re-up these elixirs just because we're about to head into actually a slightly more dangerous area than we have been in for the last little bit here. So let's be up to snuff here. You know, a druid bear running away, almost dying, not dying. Great, love to see it. Lots of stuff happening here. Person's starting the fight again when they're half health and low on mana. Very interesting choice. All right, let's sheep Benny Blanco. Start this fight. Then maybe run away. Honestly, I kind of started this a little low on mana. Ooh, yep, let's run away. Let's just kill this Harvest Watcher. Yep, I knew it, yeah. Shame I haven't seen enough oats. I was about to get a quest that I can handle with the oat quest, but I guess we just won't hand it in yet. Like, I haven't seen a single bag of oats. Real. Ooh, there's a corpse of someone. Very sad. I forgot I didn't kill this guy. I was literally about to run in there. Excellent. Okay, great. Yes. Let's. What should we do? Many quests to do, so little time. We'll just head back because I think we're nearing the end of the episode. Well, yeah, we're pretty much near the end of the episode. So we'll head we'll head in this direction. He'll defy us over near this farm until we're either done this quest or leveled up, and then head back, hand it in, and that'll probably get us there if we're not already leveled up from it. I think that'll make sense to me. There's also Jangle in mine over here. Well, we might as well do this. There's ore. Don't go in the mine. I'm not a psycho. But Spellbinder's cloak. Alright. I am a spellbinder. Yeah, this upgraded frostbow is putting in work. Very good. Can't believe the lack of oats. They're normally like all over the place. On the side of roads. All that kind of stuff. Not an oat to be seen for poor old Blanchy. No oats. Very sad. Started this lower mana than I probably should have, but it'll be just fine. Running low on the inventory space, but that's par for the course, and we're gotta conjure some more water. Yeah, the conjure food would have been a waste of money. Getting the next rank of conjure food. I just don't get hit that often when things are going as they should, and so eating food is a rare occurrence. I did actually make some bandages on the tram. I should put those on my action bar. I keep calling this like all sorts of wild things. Toolbar, hotbar. It's an action bar. It's always been an action bar. I've always known it to be an action bar. I don't know why I'm calling it wild, weird things. Like hot bar. Oh, I don't even know. A toolbar. That's actually a thing. It's just not what this is. Hot bar. I don't even know what that means. Yes, they're hotkeys, so maybe that actually is a thing, and then I heard it somewhere or something like that, but I don't think that's a thing. I don't think I'm gonna venture too much farther into this area. There's no chests. Oh wait, that was just a person. No chests around here. There's no real reason for me to be here. And there's safer places to kill these Defias. So, inventory full. Well, I do want that. Let's get rid of these boar intestines. We don't need those. Alright, well, I might as well just... one last kill for the action. You went out of range? His lucky day. Feeling pretty good about the damage. Pretty good about the damage. I think we'll comfortably get to level 15 in this episode. Quite comfortably. Defense to our advantage. Do need that okra. It's ice cold milk. Give some space. Yeah, the problem with killing a diverse set of enemies is that you have get a diverse set of loot then, which causes issues, right? Look for oats. Looking for oats. I don't see any oats. Can't believe how few oats we've seen, because that number is literally 0. So, flask of oil. Do need some of those, but I do need those. I should make room. Is that a bag of oats? That's a sack of oats. We did it. World first oats. That world first, I mean just this character first. Okay. Good thing I tab targeted to that. Level 20 Foe Reaper. 4,000. Alright, well, we're not getting that sack of oats then. Wow. Yikes, that could have been the death of me. I think would have been very likely to resist a Frost Nova or anything like that. So, yeah, gotta keep an eye on that thing. Looks like it's just chilling in the middle of the field though, so be good. We can... This feels super sketchy because it super is. What am I doing? Yeah, what am I doing? Very dumb. Very, very dumb. Also a couple daggers in the back among friends, you know? And, you know, it drove me to a sack of oats. And so, really, you know, I'm the winner here. They thought they chased me away, but really they just pushed me in the right direction, if you think about it. I do want that sack of oats, though. But I will murder this man. Are the two gonna pull? They might when this guy runs away. Oh, they didn't pull? I thought for sure they would pull. I'm quite shocked, to be honest with you. I didn't think that would happen that way. Well, since we've trained, I've been enjoying the killing of things a little bit more because it just feels faster, because it's taking less time. Yeah, it felt pretty efficient. Nice. I'll polymorph one of these guys to start the fight because they'll definitely both pull. Also, these guys are pretty low level for us, relatively speaking, so makes sense that these are kind of easy pickings for us. More oats. Or more oats. Amount of oats is becoming more. But still relatively low. Oh, look at all this linen. Very nice. 3 guys in there? It's just 2 guys. Okay. 2 guys. Drink though. Might as well. We're almost done this episode. Yep. We're definitely coming up on the end. One way or the other. Which is great. Alright, let's should have polymorphed the trapper. Because he's gonna run at us immediately. And we're gonna be sad that we didn't polymorph him. Marvel at the range of Frost Nova. And start fighting the next guy. Looks like we should be done this quest, but I think we won't hand it in. Save it for next episode, as I've been known to do. If you didn't catch those episodes where I explained why I don't hand in quests at the end of episode if I'm just leveled up, because Rested XP works in a specific way. If you already heard this, I apologize. If you heard this, I've definitely mentioned this more than once on the series. But if you're unfamiliar, if you didn't catch that the last time I said it, the way Rested XP works in World of Warcraft is when your character is logged out in an inn or a city, you accrue Rested XP. And you accrue it at a rate of 5% of a level per 8 hours, and it maxes out over 10 days, which adds up to a maximum of 150%. And what that actually means is not a level and a half, it's 150% of your current level's maximum required XP. So what that means is that if you're at the very end of a level and you start accruing your Rested XP and you get to the max, that'll actually be functionally less because you'll level up immediately and will have the same amount of Rested XP as you would if you were leveling up the entire level of that level, if that makes sense. So, 150% of 12,900 is how much I would have if I started resting at the start of this level, and then that would go into the next level at that same amount, and so that's why I try to, when possible, end episodes at the start of levels, because I do spend roughly 8 days, sometimes less, sometimes more, between filmings of characters, so they spend 8 days, so not quite the max, although sometimes it does happen if I film ahead of time and then wait longer. So between 6 and 10 days is how long, which is a lot, it's substantial. So I try and make use of that. Pretty much, if you level up and you're still rested, and you did it and you weren't near the start of your level, you've kind of wasted some Rested XP equity there. But I don't ruin episodes. I don't make them super short or super long, just to fulfill that want of mine. still try and keep the episodes close to an hour, regardless of what I do. Yeah, a lot of people think that rested XP, it's a level and a half. You know, a lot of people know it's a level and a half is max rested XP. But they kind of assume it's like if you start at the start of level, you'll be rested until halfway into the next level. But it's actually not the case. It's a little less than half. But you never see it. Because by the time you get to the next level, you've already diminished a lot of your rested XP, and you've done handed in quests, and I guess the way to really test it out is to literally only kill things. The rested XP bar gets pushed if you hand in tons of quests. If all you do is kill for an entire level from start to finish, you'd actually would see the rested XP bar be less than half in the next level.
Inventory is full.
I really gotta get out of here. All right, let's just keep killing things. We're definitely over time, I think, now, but not by a lot. Not by a lot. Ooh, I am super low on mana and health. Oh dear. What am I doing? Some nice music. WoW music is excellent. Wow, it's just a great game. I mean, coming from me, that's not really surprising, I suppose, given this challenge I've decided to do, and I'm legitimately having a good time doing it. So, I gotta at least think the game's good.
Not ready. I can't carry anymore. Inventory.
I should have just made room earlier, but at this point, it's no point.
I can't carry anymore. Inventory is full.
We are killing on the livers, though. That is way more than I would have expected by now. Awesome. Sometimes you can have a really hey, we got this. Fun. Fall down though. Rip.
I need to be closer.
Alright, just a couple more kills here, and we can wrap things up. I mean, a pretty good episode all in all. A little boring, but it's Mage's for you. But made just good progress and started to feel really strong once I got to Westfall. And yeah, definitely a good choice to forego the rest of Loch for the time being. Definitely confident about that decision after the last episode where we stayed in Loch
I can't carry anymore.
I do want that Scroll of Spirit. Do want it. I thought that might be the last kill, so I didn't think I needed the water anymore. Pop it now. Okay. One last kill. Come on. Come on. But yeah. I mean, it's very late at night. I wouldn't say I'm tired, but I'm trying to be a little quiet and stuff, so sorry if the episode suffered for that.
It's too far away.
But I think these are mainly designed to be background noise for most people. So that's why people are watching them. Don't think anyone is glued to their screen to watch these. Anyway, let's level up. That's great. I will think on what I'm going to do in this next rank of talents here. It's either going to be Frostbite or Permafrost, but I think it'll be Permafrost. That's my guess. But we'll hold off on that until maybe the recap episode. I might go over that and make a choice then. But that's it for Hambical for this episode. If you guys enjoyed this episode and you're enjoying the challenge or you just like what I'm doing here, please leave a like and comment on the video. Let me know what you think, all that kind of stuff. Let me know if you don't want me to film late at night and have to whisper. Well, it's not really a whisper. It's more of a quiet talk. It's a muted talk. But let me know what you think. If you're like this, no. Don't film it this time. I will endeavor to not do this in the future. If you really think it's a bad sounding thing, I don't really know how bad it is. But yeah, and of course, if you want to keep up to date with the challenge, also please subscribe to the videos or subscribe to the channel to get all the videos in your feed and on your front page and stuff. I release videos every single day, tend to be early in the morning, but then I also release sometimes in the evening if I'm doing the recap videos. Release 2 episodes a day. The Warlock episode always comes out in the morning, and then on that evening is the recap episode. So you keep an eye out for those. The recap episodes are shorter, 20 to 30 minutes, and they recap the last 8 episodes, so they're really condensed. So if you watch this and you're thinking, oh, I can't watch an hour of WoW Classic every single day, that makes perfect sense. The recap episodes are for you if you want to keep up to date with the challenge. So keep an eye out for those. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the Rogue is going to be tomorrow, which will be really fun. All right, catch you guys tomorrow.